Daily prayers dissolve your cares. I meet God in the morning and go with Him through the day. Then, in the stillness of the night, before sleep comes, I pray that God would just take over all the problems I couldn't solve. And in the peacefulness of sleep, my cares will all dissolve. So when I open up my eyes to greet another day, I find myself renewed in strength, and there will open up a way to meet what seemed impossible for me to solve alone. And once again, I'll be assured I am never on my own. God, are you there? I'm way down here. You're way up there. Are you sure you can hear my faint, faltering prayer? For I am so unsure of just how to pray. To tell you the truth, God, I don't know what to say. I just know I'm lonely and vaguely disturbed, bewildered and restless, confused and perturbed. And tell me that prayer, and they tell me that prayer helps to quiet the mind and to unburden the heart, for in stillness we find a newborn assurance that someone does care and someone does answer each small, sincere prayer. Begin each day by kneeling to pray. Start every day with a good morning prayer, and God will bless each thing you do and keep you in His care, and never, never sever the Spirit's silken strand that our Father up in heaven holds in His mighty hand. The first thing every morning and the last thing every night. Were you too busy this morning to quietly stop and pray? Did you hurry and drink your coffee, then frantically rush away, consoling yourself by saying, God will always be there, waiting to hear my petitions, ready to answer my prayer? It's true that the great, generous Savior forgives our transgressions each day and patiently waits for lost sheep who constantly seem to stray. But moments of prayer, once omitted in the busy rush of the day, can never gain by recaptured, for can never again be recaptured, for they suddenly slip away. Strength is gained in the morning to endure the trials of the day. When we visit with God in person in a quiet and unhurried way. For only through prayer that's unhurried can the needs of the day be met, and only prayer said at evening can we sleep without fears or regret. For all of our errors or failures that we made in the course of the day are freely forgiven at nighttime when we kneel down and earnestly pray. So seek God in the morning and never forget Him at night, for prayer is an unfailing blessing that makes every burden seems right. It's me again, God. Remember me, God? I come every day just to talk with you, Lord, and to learn how to pray. You make me feel welcome. You reach out your hand. I need never explain, for you understand. I come to you frightened and burdened with care, so lonely and lost, and so filled with despair. And suddenly, Lord, I'm no longer afraid. My burden is lighter, and the dark shadow fade. Oh God, what a comfort to know that you care, and to know when I seek you, you will always be there. The prayer of peace. Our Father up in heaven, hear this fervent prayer. May the people of all nations be united in thy care. For earth's peace and man's salvation can come only by thy grace, and not through bombs and missiles, and our quest for outer space. For until all men recognize that the battle is the Lord's, and peace on earth cannot be won with strategy and swords. We will go on vainly fighting as we have in ages past, finding only empty victories and a peace that cannot last. But we've grown so rich and mighty and so arrogantly strong, we no longer act in humbleness. God, show us where we are wrong. We have come to trust completely in the power of man made things, unmindful of God's mighty power, and that He is King of kings. We have turned our eyes away from Him to go our selfish way. And money, power, and pleasure are the gods we serve today. And the good green earth God gave us to peacefully enjoy through greed and fear and hatred, we are seeking to destroy. O Father up in heaven, stir and wake our sleeping souls. Renew our faith and lift us up and give us higher goals. And grant us heavenly guidance as war threatens us again. For more than guided missiles, all the world needs guided men. The comfort of sweetness and sweetness of peace. After the clouds, the sunshine. After the winter, the spring. After the shower, the rainbow. For life is a changeable thing. After the night, the morning, bidding all darkness cease. After life's cares and sorrows, the comfort of sweetness, the comfort and sweetness of peace. Peace begins in the home and in the heart. Peace is not something you fight for with bombs and missiles that kill. Peace is attained in the silence that comes when the heart stands still. For hearts that are restless and warlike, with longings that never cease, can never contribute ideas that brings the world nearer to peace. For as dew never falls on a morning that follows a dark stormy night, the peace and grace of our Father fall not on our souls in plight. So if we seek peace for all people, there is but one place to begin, and the armament race will not win it, for the fortress of peace is within.